Lady Vols loss. They seem to be stumbling down the stretch a little bit. I know that Kim Caldwell asked an awful lot out of her players. How concerned are you that they might be out of gas?
Yeah, that I'm concerned. Um, you thought that Kentucky was just going to be a blip in the radar. You know, it is when you look back at the Kentucky game immediately after the game was over, did you look at that game and go, man, that's just an aberration, right? You know, you go on the road, sell out, you didn't have your best game. They played exceedingly well. It is what it is. You will pop right back for the Georgia game. Georgia only had 3 conference wins. They were really struggling. We go out, we do what we do, and we win. The problem is you got it handed to you in Lexington, and then you come out and you scored 2 field goals in the first quarter yesterday against Georgia. I saw it. You guys saw it. You know, they looked something's a bit off, right? They looked a little bit lethargic yesterday. Um, um, I'll say this though. I'll say this. Coach Caldwell did not win those games that she's won in conference over UConn, those big wins by accident. She's got to find the right buttons to push right now to get the ladies to understand that because of what has happened in Lexington and what happened yesterday, you have 2 guaranteed games left. You got a guaranteed game next or this week in the tournament. If you get bounced from that, you got 1 game left that's guaranteed, whether that's here at the Food City Center or elsewhere. Whatever it takes, Coach Caldwell has got to find the right button to get these ladies re-energized, to get them refocused, and to make sure that they know, man, that your season could end very, very quickly. I don't know the status of Talasia Cooper. I hope that she's back for the tournament because I think that she needs to. She's got to be a bell cow for this basketball team. But regardless, it's got to be next man up, and we got to be able to ready to bounce back and play quickly.
Steve, doesn't it?
Or in Caleb's case, next lady up. Go ahead, Caleb.
Steve, doesn't it seem that when teams slow it down, the Lady Vols just have a lot of trouble scoring out of their half court sets? Like, not that they can't score in the paint, but it seems like they have trouble running their offense, don't they, with their lack of size?
Yeah, I think for the majority of the season, we thrive on turning other teams over. That's what we do. We want to speed you up. That's why they press. That's why I liken to what they do now. You guys probably, and Dave, you'll remember this, but the 40 minutes of Hades from Nolan Richardson, the man in suits and boots.
Yeah.
Man, he was very much so known for the full court press, and then they're going to run and jump you. So as soon as a guy turns their back, you got a defender running up behind them, and it's a trap, and they want to turn you over. They want to speed you up as much as possible. And, the more they can turn you over, the more fast break points you get. And then you don't have to get into a half court set, 75% of the time. Well, against Kentucky, didn't really happen. Georgia, we turned them over. But at the same time, Georgia yesterday was able to make long passes, get easy layups. They made the extra passes, and they weren't worn down by the press. So we had a hard time really doing what we needed to do yesterday. And when you don't have those easy attempts at the rim, the layups, because of the press and the turnover, then when you're put into an offensive set where Georgia, quite frankly, did an amazing job of just guarding their yard. Lady Vols couldn't turn the corner. They couldn't make the extra pass. And then it became 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm just going to get up a shot. And that was troubling.
Yeah, and then your thoughts on Cooper and where she is to this point, because she is obviously one of the key cogs in this team, and she kind of exemplifies that, which maybe seems a little worn down at this point. If out of the whole team, she kind of seems like she may be a little worn down.
Yeah, I love Talasia Cooper's game.
I do too.
I think that she probably is unlike any Lady Vol in recent history that I can remember because of the flash and dash that she's got to her game. She handles the ball well. Now, she gets a little loose with the ball from time to time, turns it over. But I think you can live with that if she's creating turnovers, if she's making shots, if she's making great moves. But you can kind of see that from time to time our ladies they look a little tired. I'll give you that. And again, it's hard to play the way that Coach Caldwell wants you to play. There's a reason why she subs you out about every 2 minutes, because man, if you don't give everything you got, and you're not going to play. And then they empty the tank only to go back and sit down for a couple of minutes, get a breather, come back in, empty the tank again, and that's hard. It's hard. But if you're going to play in Coach Caldwell's offense, that's what you got to do. And maybe today they get their legs back a little bit. Tomorrow can get even more rest. Maybe they don't go just as hard tomorrow in practice, and then Wednesday early morning, hopefully you can put it all together. But that's why it was so dangerous to lose that game yesterday, because now, man, you got to run the gauntlet to win the tournament. You got to run the gauntlet.
Yeah, Steve, how similar does this team remind you of Bruce Pearl's? Remember his very first team in Knoxville with Chris Lofton, and when they were going off? I remember, everybody remembers that game-winning shot against Winthrop, but I remember the last few weeks they just really hit a wall because Bruce Pearl just did not have the depth he needed yet, and to run that up-tempo offense. Is this kind of similar right now, do you think, with Kim Caldwell's first team?
Yeah, I think so. Now, I will say this. I think that Coach Caldwell's team is deeper than that Bruce Pearl team. Because if I recall, Bruce Pearl's team, man, they went about 7-8 guys deep, relied heavily on Lofton and Juwan, and man, once they wore down come March, they were just out of gas. This team that Coach Caldwell employs, I think they are deeper, but are they deeper at every position the way that she wants them to be? Probably not. When you are playing the way that she wants you to play 30 games in, if you noticed yesterday and against Kentucky, the shots that we've been making all year long, now all of a sudden they're short, right? The layup attempts are short, and you can just tell that their legs are just a little bit weary. And you certainly hope that they haven't peaked just yet, or they're starting to come down. Because once you peak, man, and start to come down the hill, it's hard to go back the other way. But yeah, they're a little bit short-handed at some key positions. And the good news is you got reinforcements coming next year. But next year is next year, and as long as you continue to get the most out of everybody you got, which is what you're going to have to do right now, you still got a chance.
You know what they need to do is just take a day off, no pressure, and do like in Top Gun, it was the volleyball scene, or Maverick, it was the football scene. Just chill out for a day. I know that sounds crazy, but did you ever have a coach do that just said, man, the pressure's gotten to be a lot. Let's just either have a really easy practice or just chill out? Did you ever have that happen?
Absolutely. And coaches, a really good coach will read the room. Like, okay, man, we're going to watch film today. We're going to kick our legs up. We're going to get together. We're going to watch a couple of hours of film. And I know this sounds bad. Please don't shoot me. but mental reps are important, right? We once had a coach that famously said, no, he's getting mental reps today. And I'm not even going to say his name.
I know who you're referring to, Steve.
But
they have,
you know,
but they have
sometimes,
5-star hearts too.
yes, 5-star hearts, mental reps, all that stuff, right? You got to have, you know, that type of stuff. But the mental reps are important because at this point of the season, everybody's tired. Everybody's tired. It's not just you. You look around the conference, everybody's tired. Everybody's worn down. In it's a matter of who can, again, re-energize and get themselves back into game shape quickly and bounce back quickly each and every night, because now it's just hey, you win today, you play tomorrow. You win tomorrow, you play the next day. And then you kind of go on from there. But yeah, Dave, that's a great point, man. Sometimes coaches just read the room and say, we just need a break. We need a break. And we may, quite frankly, we may need a break from each other. We may need just a break from each other. Guys, go to your rooms, hang out, do what you want to do, watch TV, whatever, and then we'll reconvene together and hopefully make a march to the championship.
You know, what's funny is that all sounds good, but there's a tournament pressing down. So it's not like it's February. But Steve, have a blessed day, man. We love you. We love your sweater. We love your wife's selection of your clothes. And hopefully we can we plan on doing this like every Monday? Because you bring the knowledge.
Hey, man, I don't know how much knowledge I bring, but I'll be honored to be on with you guys every Monday. I love and appreciate you guys letting this old timer jump on with y'all. You know, I try to stay hip and cool, man, by using some of the language that you youngsters use. And then I look at my 12-year-old and she just goes, no, don't do it.
I'm trying to incorporate fierce and crunk into my lexicon. And I think that'll really take me to the next level.
Well, I'm trying not to use the word boomer because it applies to me.
Yes, Caleb uses that daily.
No, y'all are both Gen Xers. Y'all are both Gen Xers. Y'all are okay. Y'all are okay.
No, we're not.
But Dave aged himself when he said crunk. I mean, that's like that word died in like 05, 06. And I'm from the city that invented it, and we don't even.
It's a pretty gnarly term usage by me. All right, Steve, have a blessed day, man. We really appreciate you.
Thank you guys so much. Thank y'all.